Did you know that your brain can be trained just like your muscles? Hi, I'm Dr. Leonid Kim, and today I'm going to show you 7 simple brain exercises that can dramatically improve your focus, memory, and mental sharpness. And the best part, you can do them every day, even at home. Imagine for a moment that every thought you have, every idea you chase, every decision you make is powered by an engine inside your head. An engine that, if left idle, grows sluggish, worn, and tired. But what if I told you that this engine, your brain, is not fixed, not predetermined by genetics or age, but endlessly adaptable, capable of transforming itself, growing stronger, sharper, more focused, with just a few minutes of intentional exercise every day? The exercise I'm talking about is called the dual N-back. A seemingly simple yet astonishingly powerful brain training method that has been scientifically proven to expand your working memory, increase your focus, and even elevate your intelligence. Working memory is the mental workspace where you hold information just long enough to manipulate it, to make decisions, to solve problems. It is the foundation of attention, of learning, of critical thinking. Studies have shown that individuals who regularly engage in dual N-back exercises can significantly improve this mental workspace, giving them the ability to juggle complex information effortlessly, to think faster, and to recall details with startling precision. Imagine walking into a room and immediately remembering every single task you planned, every name, every number, every detail. This is not a fantasy. This is the power that dual N-back can unlock, and the science behind it is compelling. Functional MRI studies have revealed that dual N-back training strengthens the connectivity between the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for complex decision-making, and the parietal lobes, which manage spatial awareness and attention. This means that every time you engage with this exercise, you are literally reshaping the structure of your brain, forging new neural pathways that make your mind faster, more agile, more resilient. But what exactly is dual N-back, and why is it so uniquely effective? Unlike traditional memory exercises, which may involve rote repetition, the dual N-back challenges your brain in a dynamic, continuously adapting way. In this exercise, you are presented with a sequence of visual positions and auditory cues. Your task is to recall if the current stimulus matches the one from N steps back, constantly updating and adjusting in real time. The difficulty is not static. It evolves as you improve, keeping your brain on the edge of its capacity, forcing it to grow, to adapt, to overcome. Researchers at the University of Michigan found that participants who practiced dual N-back for 20 minutes a day over several weeks experienced measurable improvements in working memory capacity, fluid intelligence, and even problem-solving speed. But here is the shocking truth. Most people go through life with their brains running well below their potential, their working memory underdeveloped, their focus fragmented. This is why you forget names, lose track of ideas, or struggle to concentrate in a world of endless distractions. Dual N-back is not just a game. It is a bridge between your current self and the version of you with a mind that is alert, organized, and razor sharp. Imagine being able to read a complex article once and retain every detail, to solve a challenging problem without hesitation, to remember critical information at exactly the right moment. This is the reality that awaits those who commit to this simple yet profound exercise. And it is not just about cognitive enhancement. It is about life-changing efficiency, about reclaiming control over your mind in a world that constantly pulls it in 1,000 directions. One of the most fascinating aspects of dual N-back is its ability to stimulate neuroplasticity, the brain's remarkable ability to reorganize itself, to form new synaptic connections, and to strengthen existing ones. Neuroplasticity is the scientific reason why your brain can grow at any age, why learning new skills, practicing mindfulness, and yes, performing memory exercises can literally reshape your mind. In practical terms, this means that the mental gains you achieve are not fleeting. They are structural, permanent enhancements to the architecture of your mind. As your working memory expands, your attention span lengthens, your ability to juggle multiple streams of information increases, and your brain becomes more resilient to distractions. The beauty of dual N-back is that it is accessible to everyone. You do not need a lab, a special device, or expensive equipment. With free apps or simple online programs, you can begin training your brain today anywhere for as little as 10 minutes a day. But here is where most people fail: consistency. The mind is like a muscle, and like any muscle, it grows only when challenged regularly. Skipping days, performing the exercise half-heartedly, or relying on short bursts of mental effort is not enough. True transformation comes from persistent, deliberate practice, day after day, week after week, and the results are astonishing. In one study, adults who completed dual and back training for several weeks not only improved their scores on intelligence tests, but also reported greater mental clarity, improved focus in daily tasks, and an enhanced sense of cognitive control. The mind that was once scattered, overwhelmed, and forgetful became sharp, agile, and decisive. But it's not just about individual performance. In a world where attention is currency, where mental clarity defines success, dual and back can be the tool that sets you apart. Students retain knowledge more effectively, professionals manage complex tasks with ease, and everyday decision-making becomes faster and more accurate. Imagine the difference between drifting through your day, mentally fatigued and scattered, and approaching it with a mind that is finely tuned, alert, and ready to absorb, process, and execute at peak efficiency. The science behind this exercise is relentless in its support. Neuroimaging studies show that repeated dual and back practice increases gray matter density in regions associated with executive function and fluid intelligence. Increased connectivity between the prefrontal cortex and parietal lobes translates directly into better working memory, better attention, and improved problem solving. This is not speculation. It is measurable, observable change inside your own head. And perhaps most astonishing of all, the benefits extend beyond pure cognition. People who engage in regular cognitive training, including dual and back, report reduced mental fatigue, improved emotional regulation, and even enhanced creativity. A mind that can hold and manipulate information effectively is also a mind that can approach problems with flexibility, generate novel ideas, and maintain emotional balance under pressure. The dual and back is not just a memory exercise. It is a life-altering tool that, when practiced consistently, can redefine the way you think, the way you work, the way you live. The question is simple: will you take control of your brain, or will you let it idle in a world of endless distractions? 10 minutes a day, a small investment of time, can yield a lifetime of mental sharpness, clarity, and focus. Your brain is capable of more than you realize, more than society tells you it is. Dual and back is your key to unlocking that potential, to transforming your mind from ordinary to extraordinary. Begin today, persist tomorrow, and in weeks you will experience what science calls neuroplasticity in action. A stronger, faster, more capable brain, a mind ready to tackle challenges with precision, creativity, and focus. Your potential is waiting, and the dual and back is the bridge to get there. Imagine your brain as an intricate orchestra, with each hemisphere playing its own instruments, creating the symphony of your thoughts, actions, and emotions. Yet, in today's world, most of us live with a lopsided orchestra, where one side dominates and the other lags behind, leaving our minds fragmented, our attention scattered, and our reactions sluggish. But what if there were a simple, almost childlike movement so easy to perform that it could synchronize both hemispheres of your brain, enhance communication between them, and ignite mental clarity like flipping a switch? This movement exists, and scientists call it cross-lateral movement. The principle is deceptively simple. By crossing the midline of your body, touching your right hand to your left knee or vice versa, you force your brain to coordinate both sides simultaneously. What seems like a simple stretch or exercise is, in fact, a profound neurological workout. Researchers have found that when the body performs cross-lateral movements, the corpus callosum, the thick bundle of nerve fibers connecting the left and right hemispheres, becomes more engaged. This engagement strengthens the communication highways of your brain, enhancing cognitive flexibility, focus, and problem-solving abilities. Imagine a bridge between two cities that has been weak and underutilized for years. Cross-lateral exercises are like repairing that bridge, reinforcing it and allowing traffic to flow effortlessly in both directions. Every time you perform this exercise, your brain becomes more synchronized, your thoughts more coherent, and your ability to concentrate dramatically sharper. Studies from the University of Illinois and other neuroscience labs have demonstrated that students who incorporated cross-lateral movements into their daily routine not only improved their attention span but also enhanced memory retention and reading comprehension. This is not an exaggeration. These movements literally make your mind more efficient. Think about it, your body in motion, directly enhancing the machinery of your mind. The implications are staggering. In a world where distractions are constant, where our attention is constantly divided, even small improvements in brain coordination can transform performance, productivity, and mental resilience. Cross-lateral exercises are the ultimate no equipment, no tech, zero-cost intervention for mental clarity, and the effects extend far beyond focus alone. Athletes, musicians, and dancers have long known that integrating movements that cross the midline improves coordination, balance, and spatial awareness. But it is not just for the physically gifted. Anyone at any age can perform these exercises to enhance both brain and body synergy. Neurologically, the act of crossing the midline activates both the motor cortex and sensory pathways across hemispheres, stimulating the frontal lobes responsible for higher-order functions like planning, decision-making, and impulse control. Every deliberate cross-lateral movement is a push against the natural tendency of the hemispheres to operate in isolation, a daily investment in neural connectivity that translates into better mental agility, faster thinking, and more fluid responses to challenges. And here's the most astonishing part. The benefits are cumulative. One movement may seem small, almost trivial, but repeated daily, these exercises build a foundation for a brain that is stronger, more adaptable, and far more capable of handling stress, information overload, and multitasking demands. Studies on neuroplasticity reveal that the brain is constantly remodeling itself in response to new challenges. Cross-lateral movements are not just physical motions. They are a stimulus for growth, for creating new synapses, for reinforcing the connections that allow your brain to operate at its peak potential. Picture a network of roads connecting towns. With each exercise, the roads widen, the traffic moves faster, and the network becomes more efficient. You are literally building a more connected brain with every repetition. Beyond the science, there is a simple beauty in the exercise itself. Anyone can do it anywhere, whether at your desk, in your living room, or during a short walk. The act of intentionally moving your body in this coordinated way becomes a mindfulness practice, a moment to reconnect with yourself, to focus, to reset, and to prime your brain for the day ahead. Teachers and cognitive scientists have incorporated cross-lateral activities into classrooms for decades, recognizing that children who perform these exercises before learning sessions display higher attention, better retention, and enhanced problem-solving skills. Imagine the power of starting your day with this simple ritual, your mind wired and ready, your body engaged, your neurons firing in synchrony. Cross-lateral movements are also a form of stress regulation. As your brain synchronizes, your nervous system calms, cortisol levels decrease, and your mental clarity improves. It's a natural, safe, and proven way to combat the fatigue, brain fog, and anxiety that plagues so many in modern life. And the elegance of it cannot be overstated. No pills, no gadgets, no expensive equipment, just your own body moving in a deliberate, conscious way, unlocking potential that has been lying dormant. Neuroscientists have observed that adults who regularly incorporate cross-lateral exercises exhibit enhanced executive function, meaning they plan better, adapt faster, and make decisions more effectively. Their brains operate like a well-tuned orchestra, each hemisphere communicating seamlessly, each neuron firing with purpose, each thought flowing with clarity. Even for those over 40 or 50, when cognitive decline often begins, these exercises act as a shield, promoting neurogenesis, maintaining gray matter density, and keeping the mind agile. Every repetition is a statement. You refuse to accept decline. You choose to train your mind, to invest in your mental future, to build a brain that performs at its peak. And perhaps most importantly, cross-lateral movements create awareness. They teach you to listen to your body, to coordinate intentionally, to recognize the incredible power of simple, consistent action in shaping your cognitive destiny. In just 10 minutes a day, repeated consistently, you can transform your brain, sharpening focus, improving memory, enhancing coordination, and increasing mental resilience. This is not hype. It is neuroscience in action. Your brain is not a fixed entity. It is a living, adaptable organ, capable of extraordinary growth if challenged, stimulated, and nurtured. Cross-lateral movements are one of the simplest, most effective ways to do just that. So, the next time you feel foggy, distracted, or overwhelmed, remember that the solution may be as simple as lifting your right hand to your left knee and left hand to your right knee, repeatedly, mindfully, deliberately. In these simple motions lie the keys to a brain that is connected, agile, resilient, and extraordinary. The science is clear, the evidence compelling, and the opportunity undeniable. Cross-lateral movement is not just an exercise. It is a brain revolution in your own home, a daily investment in clarity, focus, and cognitive power. Your mind, waiting patiently, ready to awaken, to synchronize, to thrive, is only a simple movement away.